I never expected to meet you the way that I did. Life has a funny way of bringing people together when they least expect it, and our story is the perfect example of that. Our paths crossed in the most unlikely of places, at a time when I wasn't even looking for anyone. I wasn't searching for love, for connection, or for anything deeper than the routine of my own life. Yet, from the moment I saw you, something shifted. There was this invisible pull towards you, something I couldn't explain but couldn't ignore either. You stood out to me, not because of anything loud or obvious, but because of the way your presence just felt right. I didn't know what it meant at the time, but deep down, I felt it. You were someone special. For most of my life, I've been cautious when it comes to emotions. I've been hurt before, and those experiences taught me not to get too attached, not to the idea of a person, not to the promises of forever, and certainly not to the way things should turn out. I learned to manage expectations, to protect my heart by keeping it tucked away. Hope, to me, started to feel like a risk I couldn't afford to take. I thought that by keeping my guard up, I'd avoid the pain of disappointment. But everything changed when I met you. When I saw you, it felt like a light had been turned on in a part of me that I had forgotten existed. You weren't just someone I was drawn to, you were someone I recognized, somehow. As if I had been waiting for you without even realizing it. And that scared me, because I wasn't prepared to feel that deeply again. But at the same time, there was something comforting and familiar about you. I couldn't run from it, and truthfully, I didn't want to. I'm not the most expressive person in the world. I often struggle to put my emotions into words, and more often than not, I keep things bottled up rather than speak them out loud. I bite my tongue, hesitate when I should be vulnerable, and sometimes come off as distant when in reality, I'm feeling everything all at once. But even if I don't always say it, know this, I think about you constantly. You are the first thought in my mind when I open my eyes in the morning, and the last one before I fall asleep at night. Your presence lingers in the quiet spaces of my day, the moments when everything slows down, and my heart feels full just thinking of you. Everything about our connection has been unexpected. From the way we met to how quickly my heart opened up to you, none of it followed a plan. But that's the beauty of it. Sometimes, the most incredible things happen when we stop trying to control every outcome. You entered my life like a beautiful disruption, reminding me of what it feels like to hope, to feel, and to love. You've shown me that letting my guard down isn't a weakness, it's a necessary part of truly living. There's not a single second I regret any of it. In fact, I often find myself wondering what my life would look like had I never met you, and the truth is, I can't even imagine it. You've become a part of my everyday, a part of my thoughts, my routines, my dreams. You've become a part of me. Our relationship has been full of surprises, full of lessons, and full of moments that continue to show me just how lucky I am to have you. You've been my calm in chaos, my steady in the storm, and the person who brings out the very best in me. You're more than just my partner, you're my best friend, my confidant, my safe place. You understand me in a way no one else ever has, and that understanding makes me feel seen, valued, and loved in the most genuine way. I know I don't always say it as clearly or as often as I should, but I love you more deeply and more completely than words can fully express. That love isn't just a fleeting emotion, it's a commitment, a promise, and a constant presence in my heart. Loving you has taught me more about myself, about trust, and about what it means to truly connect with someone. So yes, this all began in the most unexpected way. I never planned for any of it, but I also wouldn't change a single thing. Meeting you has been the most beautiful surprise of my life. Everything that's happened, every laugh, every challenge, every quiet moment in between, has led me to realize how lucky I am to love and be loved by you. I can't wait to see what the future holds for us. If the beginning of our story has taught me anything, it's that life is full of surprises, but some of those surprises turn out to be the best things that ever happened to us. You are mine. And I look forward to spending the rest of my life with you. It's been a long time since we last spoke, and there's so much I've been holding inside, so many things I've wanted to tell you, but never found the right time or the right words. I've spent countless days thinking about what I'd say if I had the chance, and now I realize that keeping everything bottled up hasn't done me any good. I know I haven't been around much. I disappeared, pulled away, and avoided facing the truth of how I felt. The reality is, I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready to deal with my emotions or the weight of what you meant to me. And because of that, I left things unresolved and left you with questions I never answered. Still, you've never really left my mind. Not a day goes by that I don't think about you. I wonder how you're doing, who you might be with now, and if you've moved on. Sometimes I ask myself if you still think of me at all. There's a part of me that wants to believe you do, even if just occasionally. But even if you don't, I can't fault you. You gave me your love openly, and I didn't know how to handle it. I made a lot of mistakes that came from fear, confusion, and a deep insecurity about what others might think. I was too focused on the opinions of people who didn't matter, and in doing so, I let small, insignificant things cloud what was truly important, you and what we had. Looking back, I see how I hurt you. I made you cry when all you ever did was care. I failed to appreciate the love you offered so freely, and I pushed you away when you deserved the opposite. I want you to know that my feelings for you were always real, but I was too guarded to show it properly. You see, I've been hurt before, and I let that pain turn into a wall between us. I kept my distance, thinking it would protect me, but all it did was isolate me from someone who genuinely cared. Yes, I was involved with other people during our time apart, but none of them could ever compare to you. They may have filled a space temporarily, but my heart was never fully in it. You were always there, in the back of my mind, your laughter, your honesty, your warmth. No one else has come close to making me feel the way you did. And honestly, I don't think anyone ever will. What I admire most about you is your sincerity. You were always honest about your feelings, never holding back, even when it was hard. I took that for granted. While I was busy protecting myself, you were brave enough to be vulnerable. That kind of emotional strength is rare, and I see now how much strength it took for you to love someone like me, someone who couldn't meet you where you were. I want a chance to start fresh with you, but I also understand that I may not deserve it. I haven't done anything to earn back your trust, and I can't ignore that. I made promises I didn't keep. I said things I didn't follow through on. Time passed, days turned into months, and months into years, and during that time, we lost so much. I tried to distract myself, to bury the memory of you under work, routine, and meaningless conversations. But it never worked. You were always there, like a quiet echo in my mind that I could never quite silence. I wish I had treated you better. I wish I had listened more, been braver, and let go of my pride before it got in the way. I let my ego steer the ship, and in doing so, I lost the one person who saw me clearly and accepted me anyway. Now, I just want to be honest, with you, with myself. I don't want to let fear or pride keep me from saying what needs to be said. You are a beautiful person, inside and out. Your kindness and light have a way of touching everyone you meet. You make people feel seen and accepted, even in their most broken moments. You never ask for more than someone can give, and yet you give so much of yourself without expecting anything in return. That kind of grace is rare. You have the ability to bring out the best in others, even when they can't see it in themselves. You did that for me, and I didn't even realize it until you were gone. I don't know where you are now emotionally, or if your heart is even open to hearing this. But I had to say it. Not to put pressure on you, or to ask for something I haven't earned, but because you deserve to know the truth. You deserve to know how deeply you were loved, even if I was too afraid to show it back then. And maybe, if there's still a space for me in your life, I'd like to try again, this time with honesty, patience, and the respect you've always deserved.